Hi. I never thought I'd be back. But here I am. The last time you seen a video posted to this channel was September 24th of 2020. The last time you seen anything from this channel was a live stream from November 29th, 2023. I kind of fell off the face of the earth for a while. Life hasn't been pleasant over the last couple of years. It's been more than the last couple of years. It's been 10 years. But let's see if we can sum up majority of it. So I don't have the best family life. I'm the token black sheep of the family. I'm the one that the family doesn't necessarily associate with. They try to make me feel involved, but I never really feel welcomed or accepted. In 2015, I thought about committing suicide. I was not happy with my life and dealing with depression throughout my entire life and living with family that doesn't believe in medication. I was never able to actually talk to somebody. So I didn't know really how to deal with it. Alcoholism also runs in my family. So alcohol plus depression leads to some bad times. In 2015, I had a personal friend of mine reach out to me and tell me that they had a room available for me so I could find that fresh new start that people talk about. So it was either shut my own lights off or start over from scratch. So I figured, fuck it, let's start over from scratch. From 2015 to 2019, I had to temporarily move back and forth from my new home back to my family for family reasons. But once all that got resolved, 2019 was the start. When I first moved out to my new home, I was very homesick. I only knew 2 people. There was a night where I reached out to my little brother, who does YouTube as well, his channel, and another friend. Well, there'll be quite a few channels linked in the description. My little brother reached out to me and introduced me to one of his friends, and they told me that I should watch this one guy who used to stream Fortnite. Because back then, Fortnite was the shit. Like, everybody was on Fortnite. So I watched his stream, was talking to him in the chat, and he invited me to play with him. So I hopped on, played a few rounds with him, joined his Discord server, and I met a fucking fantastic, amazing community. They did game nights. They had karaoke. Almost everybody was so involved with that community, and I practically lived on there because at the time I didn't have a job, I was still looking, and I didn't have anything else to do with my life, so I lived on that Discord. Again, made a lot of great friends, and I didn't really become homesick. I made my own community off of that community. The drinking was not as big of a problem, but it was still a problem. I was focusing on myself with this fresh new start, and I found a job with Goodwill. And I liked it. I was bringing in donations. The old man that worked with me, his name was Ted. God, I miss Ted. Anyway, so he taught me how to sort through the donations, load up the trucks, all that other stuff. Within 3 months, they promoted me from donations to team lead, mainly because the current team lead was moving and I have team lead experience, so you know, it was a good fit. I liked what I was doing. I still needed to learn a lot, and I was confused about a lot of shit. But so before I got promoted, I again was trying to focus on myself. I wasn't looking for somebody or anything like that. I was trying to focus on myself. Somebody entered my life, and I thought this somebody was good for me, but in the end, I don't think she was. Now, I'm not making this video to trash people. I'm not saying names, but it is important to kind of comprehend where I'm at mentally and where I'm at with life. There was a night we were closing, and her and I were out on the sales floor, just putting returns back, and I started talking to her, and we became friends. We really got along. She wasn't the type of girl that I usually have an interest in, and that is what was strange to me. But I was fresh new start. I wanted something new, but I wasn't looking for a relationship. That shit just kind of fucking happens. She saw something in me that I didn't. It took a mutual friend named, I will name this one because after this he's kind of non-existent in the rest of this. His name was Brady. Kid was cool as shit, funny as fuck. Oh my god, somebody donated one of those fucking singing bass fish things, and he put the fucking thing in the fridge, in the employee fridge, and when the manager opened up the fridge, it just started singing to her. That memory lane. Anyway, so I was having game night with my 2 roommates and 2 of our other friends that I met through them, and Brady texted me, and he was telling me, hey, she really likes you. I don't know how you feel about her, but you should ask her out, all this other stuff. So I did. I was like, you know what? I'm terrible at this kind of shit, but I was like, fuck it, let's see what happens. So I asked her out. We went out to Applebee's for our first date. Amazing time. We really hit it off. One of the things that kind of threw me off was we were together for a good rough year. We did everything that an official relationship does, and I considered us in a relationship, but she didn't. She helped me quit drinking. She helped me figure out how to get medication, so I finally started taking antidepressants, and I started to feel like I was worth something. After having the life that I have had over the last almost 35 years now, I've made some massive mistakes in my life that I can never rectify, but life has also been extremely unkind to me in ways that I can't say. The brain has a way of not letting you remember certain things, especially when they're extremely traumatizing. So she made me feel like I was worth something, and once her and I started getting real serious, I kind of neglected the Discord community that I met. And I know it's kind of stupid for me to not say names. You can literally look back on this channel and the people I'm talking about are in my videos. So like I said, I really kind of neglected that community, and I really shunned all of my new friends and kind of just latched on like a leech to this relationship, like it was the only thing that mattered to me. I even stopped doing YouTube for a little while because of it. I got addicted to that relationship, and I got very toxic. I didn't get abusive or anything like that. I'm not one of those kind of people. I can't stand people like that. I can get an attitude, but I would never put my hands on somebody. So, I guess, I don't know. Things with the Goodwill job started to go bad, and I found out that Walmart was hiring and they were offering more money for baseline employee than what I was making as a manager. So I left. I started working for Walmart, and the girl wanted to know if I would be okay with her applying for the position that I had at Goodwill, because like I said, we worked together. And I told her I don't have a problem with it. I'm not there no more, you know. I'd like for her to make some more money, you know, move up in the world, some more success, you know. Moving up is always a good thing. Well, they rejected her, told her no. She turned around and said that it was my fault that she didn't get the position, and that everything that was wrong in her life was my fault, and that her life went to hell ever since she met me. So I went from feeling like I didn't really mean anything to the world except for just being here to help people, to feeling like I meant something to somebody just to have the rug pulled out from under me. I stopped taking my medication. The drinking came back and got real bad. There was a night, this was all explained to me by my roommates. I have no recollection of this night, but apparently there was a night where my roommates, we had a glass break alarm. Like if something glass broke in the house, this alarm would go off, like somebody was breaking into the house. At some point in the middle of the night, the alarm went off, and the guys checked the house. Everything was fine. They come downstairs, everything's fine. My door is closed, but my bedroom light's on. And they said they were knocking on my door, and I didn't answer. And when they opened the door, they said that I was laying on the floor, covered in glass. And apparently I rolled over and looked at them, and they asked me if I was okay, and I said, I think so. And I climbed back into bed. I woke up the next morning. Head was killing me. I went into the bathroom, and when I looked in the mirror, on the left side of my head, like near my temple, there was a massive gash. Well, not like a massive gash, like it was a pretty big cut. Apparently, I tripped. I knocked over one of my candles. Thank God it was not lit. I knocked over one of my candles. That's the glass that broke. And when I fell, the side of my head scraped against the corner of my dresser. I can say since that night, I have not gotten drunk. The drinking has drastically cut back. I can't even stand the smell of fucking beer now. If I do drink, it's on the extreme occasion, like a celebration or something. Like I had a shot last night for New Year's. That was literally all I drank. But because I wasn't drinking, my world started to get darker, and I panicked and decided to move back home with family. I left everything behind me in 2021. Another reason I decided to move back home was because my dad, he's okay. My dad had a heart attack during lockdown, and I wanted to be closer to home just in case something happened again. So in 2021, I moved back home. It was, I want to say, the middle of November. So I've been back for about 4 years now. I've tried to be active on this channel, but my world has just been on fire. Because of my depression, I lashed out at some people who didn't deserve it. I really kind of fucked up and pushed all my friends away, and I can't blame anybody for not talking to me or wanting to not associate with me. I take full accountability for my actions, and I know there's some people who aren't going to care and they're just going to move on with their life, and that's fine. I'm not upset with them. This video is primarily just to explain where I've been, what's going on, what's been going on. I used to do these life updates, but like I said, I've been back for the last 4 years. Within 6 months of 2021, well, no, because I moved back November. So around the summertime of 2022 is when I realized I made a massive mistake of coming back home. I've been a hermit for the last couple of years. I really should not have left my new home. I should have stayed. I feel like if I just worked through these issues with the relationship, like if I had some way of getting through my mental issues while I was out there, I feel like I would not be in the situation I am right now. But I'm not going to cry about what ifs. My goal is to focus on the future. I have been in contact with the friends at the other place, and I did let them know that I am interested in coming back to the area. I just don't know if I'm going to be in the same house with them again, or if I'm going to be on my own. And if I'm going to be on my own, that involves me saving up a lot of money. And right now, that is a problem as well for me that I need to work on. Where I live, it's been hard to find a full-time job, so for the last year, I've been working part-time. Part-time does not grant benefits like insurance and stuff like that, and I don't qualify for government assistance. My car's been down for 7 months, so I've been using my parents' spare vehicle, which is also having issues to get back and forth to work. Medically wise, with me not having insurance, I don't have my medication, so I do smoke a lot of weed. I'm trying to cut back on that a little bit, but I do feel like it helps keep the bad thoughts away. I have to have 8 teeth surgically cut out of my mouth because of how poor of a condition they're in. I'm fairly certain in 2022 I fractured my big toe on my right foot, and I no way of taking care of that because I'm not putting myself in medical debt. I did, however, at some point have to take out loans to get by, and then I had to take out loans to pay for those loans, so I also am like $10,000 in debt for that. Yeah, life hasn't been too kind lately. And instead of giving in to the bad thoughts, I decided to reflect on past mistakes, and there has been quite a few. I swear to God, my last name is a curse. I reached out to a few people who I wronged, and I'm in the process of trying to mend things with them. I don't expect everybody to forgive me, but I can at least try, right? In regards to this channel, I'm trying to make a comeback this year. I seriously sat down over the last couple of months and thought about some projects that I can do. And definitely some projects I can finish. Over 10 years ago, I started BioShock and I never finished it. and apparently in 22, I have no memory of this, but apparently in 2023, I tried to do it again, and I called it a reboot, and it looks like I only did one episode. So we're gonna reboot the reboot of a reboot. I want to finish BioShock. I have all of them. I want to play some. I can't believe I'm gonna call it a classic, but I'm gonna play some classics. I have all of the Ratchet and Clank games for the PS3 and the PS4. Right? No. PS2, PS3. I'm sorry. I never played Super Mario Sunshine, so I'm gonna do that. I've been talking to my little brother about maybe playing some games with him, so maybe we'll be collaborating. But other than that, I'm working on trying to make a comeback. I do need to, on top of saving money to take care of everything that I mentioned prior, I also need to find a way to save up money to fix my computer setup. My microphone arm broke, so now I'm using, it used to have a heat lamp attached to it, but I kind of cut the cable and I have a string tied to my microphone hanging from it. My computer overheats, so I have a small desk fan attached to it to keep it cool if necessary. I definitely need to get a new SSD. Mine's too small, and a lot of modern games for some reason are requiring to be installed on them. So I need to get that, and that's like fucking $200. But yeah, no, that's about everything. If I can figure out how to do all this again, I might make another Discord channel, and we'll see about making a community if there's an interest in that. I might start streaming on Twitch again. But this is all gonna take some time. I really don't even remember how to do this. It took me a month to figure out how to set up overlays and shit like that again. Like, I really don't remember how to do any of this. So it's gonna take some time, and if you're willing to watch my content and you enjoy what you see, please be patient with me as I try to get the hang of this again. I used to have a big passion for this, and it was all thanks to my little brother who made this YouTube channel for me over 10 years ago. Like I said, there will definitely be YouTube channel links in the description. Please check out these people. These are the important people to me who have helped me, and yeah. So, my name is Nemesis. I've been known as the Taco King. If you sat through this, thank you. It's good to be back.